Join me as I share my journey of surviving in narcissist abuse and how I came out stronger on the other side. I'm so glad you're here because I know that if you're watching this video, you're probably searching for hope, for validation, or for a sense of community. My name is, and I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I've been in your shoes, and I want you to know that you're not alone. Narcissistic abuse is a subtle, yet devastating form of emotional manipulation that can leave you feeling like you're walking on eggshells, constantly seeking approval and never feeling good enough. It's a poison that seeps into your mind, making you doubt your own sanity, your intuition, and your self-worth. The signs are often masked by charming words, fake empathy, and a false sense of security. But once you're hooked, it's hard to get out. The abuse can take many forms, from gaslighting to projection, from manipulation to emotional blackmail. It's a constant game of cat and mouse, where you're always on the defensive, trying to appease the narcissist's insatiable needs. And the impact on your mental health, self-esteem, and overall life is staggering. You start to feel like you're living in a constant state of anxiety, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. But here's the thing, you're not alone, and you're not crazy. You're just a victim of someone's toxic behavior, and it's not your fault. It's essential to recognize the signs, to acknowledge the damage, and to take back control of your life. That's what I had to do, and that's what I want to help you do today. I remember the first time I realized I was in a toxic relationship. I felt like I was living with a stranger, someone who would say one thing and do another. I was constantly trying to make sense of their behavior, but it was like trying to grasp a handful of sand. The more I tried, the more it slipped through my fingers. I was trapped in a cycle of abuse, where every attempt to set boundaries was met with anger, deflection, or manipulation. I felt like I was walking on eggshells, never knowing what would trigger their wrath. And the worst part was, I started to doubt myself, my feelings, and my own intuition. I felt like I was losing myself in the process. But there were moments when I saw the truth, when I caught a glimpse of their true nature. Those moments were like sparks of electricity, shocking me awake, making me realize that I wasn't the problem. They were. And that realization was the beginning of my journey to freedom. The pivotal moment came when I realized I had two choices. I could continue to live in this toxic cycle, or I could take back control of my life. It wasn't easy, but I chose the latter. I started to set boundaries, to assert myself, and to prioritize my own well-being. And with each step, I felt a sense of empowerment, a sense of liberation. Breaking free from narcissistic abuse is like being reborn. You're not the same person you were before, and that's a good thing. You're stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You're no longer held captive by someone's toxic behavior, and that's incredibly liberating. My journey from victimhood to strength was not easy, but it was worth it. I learned to love myself, to prioritize my own needs, and to set boundaries that protected my mental health. I learned to recognize the signs of abuse, to trust my intuition, and to speak my truth. And I want you to know that you can do the same. If you're struggling with narcissistic abuse, know that you're not alone. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that you deserve better.